Oh, hey folks, Stuart here. Coming to you with another episode of a Knife Blog. Yeah, I know, the gun stuff is really not fun to do, and of course you can't really even say the word gun. But I'm going to say the word gun. I'm going to say the word knives quite a bit, because, what's another episode of Knife Blog? Previous iterations, I've spoken to you about various Almar knives. I have the Warrior, I have the Quicksilver Jumbo. What would be the next step of conclusion with Almar knives? Well, I've already gotten the big stuff. I mean, the Jumbo Quicksilver is like, it's big, man. I mean, it's like, foot and change almost, or about a foot or so when that thing is open. It is a big, honking, folding knife. The Warrior, not the most practical. I mean, if you're in the, force on force, full-on CQB, yes, the Warrior is the tool for the action thereof, and, where do you go to from here? Well, obviously there is an absolute S-ton of knives that Almar's put out in various models they're in. The guy died way too soon, was a force to be reckoned with, working on his own after working with Gerber, martial artist, way good knife guy, way cool technology that he imbibed upon the knife group, as it were, and of course the world of knives. He imported his knowledge, or exported his knowledge, as it were, and made everything that much better. So this week's episode is going to be not the Quicksilver Jumbo, not the Almar Warrior, but the standard Quicksilver. And this one is minty. And I do mean like absolutely minty. I think if there's any scratches on it, I put them on. The action on it is exceedingly light. It is very quick, very flippy. Let me see if I can't get like some action going on here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And you guys can see it does say Seki Japan. So literally it does say Seki Japan. So this is from the Seki area of knife-making fame, and it actually absolutely does say Almar. And it does have his glyph. So this is the straight poop here, and it is the real dang deal. And this is the Quicksilver non-jumbo. Now, this is actually a liner lock. Truthfully, it is a very stiff liner lock. I mean, you really got to horse this thing over to get it to close. That said, the walk and talk on it is absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's so smooth. I think it actually might even need to be broken in a little bit, but the opening and closing on it is just absolutely I got to put that on the sound effects so you guys can hear what I'm talking about. Here you go. Listen. Yeah, the walk and talk on this thing is absolutely beautiful. There is pressed rivet construction, so absolutely the scales are stuck together. There is pressed rivet type of construction. There are blind rivets, so they're going in and they're peened over on one side. It does actually have a Spyderco pre-diver style of hanger on here. That actually would be like, it almost looks like a section of motorcycle chain, but it is a stainless hanger. Also, there is a cross-through for a thong or something along those lines, and I believe that is a brass-lined hole. Man, the detail they used to put on these things. You can see there's a slight color contrast there with that, because it does actually look not silver, but more like kind of like a copper or bronze color. So this actually is a lined through hole for the stuff to hang on there. I believe this is called a clevis, and it does have a built-in belt clip, kind of like the Spyderco Economy, where it actually stamped out a piece of the scale, and it is actually 3 layers of metal. So there's 1, 2, 3 layers of metal. This one, of course, being a thick piece on the one side. It is not 2 pieces, but this one, of course, being the outer, the inner, and, of course, the other piece of scale. The inner one, of course, does actually have the bend on it, so it is a true liner lock. The outer one is actually one that has the stamp through and bending. So literally what they did was they just took the piece of scale, threw it on the press, and just went bam, and punched it out. In the process of punching out the piece of metal, it bent it into the classic belt clip shape. Kind of cool. edges are a little bit rougher than I would think it needs to be. Truthfully, if I was to build this thing and it would have come out the factory on my watch, I would have chased it down with a file real fast before it went out the door. It is a little bit rough. It's not like cut your hand up rough, but it's probably not going to be nice to your pants rough. Considering that this is absolutely a collector piece at this point, it's not riding in my pocket, it's not riding in my pants, and it's definitely not going to get used. That said, I'm going to break over this one, folks, but this one is, of all things, this one is Almar's wonderful execution of the Quicksilver. And actually, that is not schmutz, that is just simply reflection. This thing might even have a little bit of scratches on it, but it's still about as good as I'm ever going to find. And I got it for a very, very, very decent price on eBay. I commend it to you. The Almar Quicksilver. How cool is this? Very cool, in fact. All right, folks, I'm going to break over this one. Eat good, keep centering. As always, you know you love it. Knife blog goodness. Love me some Almars. Almar, rest in peace, sir. You made some really, seriously kick-ass knives on your time here and sharing the planet with us. And I commend these things to you. Almar knives. Awesome. See you guys.